been drawn to leading others and running operations for a really long time. And so I grew up in Maryland, where I attended University of Maryland, Baltimore County, and studied economics. From there, I moved into being a skincare and beauty buyer in a startup organization and also a department lead. And so I basically had a hand in establishing standard operating procedures, training manuals, and sourcing projects. My path has continued to bring me to leadership roles, whether it be in retail operations, supervising real estate, or running operations in educational environments or in fulfillment, where I landed last. So prior to returning to school for my master's, I served as the founding leadership team for Maya Angelou Public Charter School Middle School. And then I later served as director of operations for a bilingual school, both of which were in DC. And so my studies led me to seek opportunities for larger scale leadership, which led me to Amazon, looking for roles in operations and logistics outside of the environments I previously had been in. And so I came to Amazon through the Pathways program, which was a high stakes, high reward leadership program, where I got the chance to really challenge myself with larger headcounts, large volume buildings, a manual environment where we didn't have a whole lot of robotics. And from there, through my career with Amazon over the next 4 years, I landed and promoted as a senior operations manager. All in all, I really took being called bossy as a child and turned it into a career leading, guiding, and supporting others.
That's great, Gina. Thank you so much for sharing your background. Sure. And it seems like you have been involved in mentoring and career coaching for a long time. So definitely great for our attendees and our platform users. Great. So can you tell us more about the roles and responsibilities of an operation manager?
Absolutely. So an operations manager, their main role and responsibility is to own their business. And what that looks like can be different things. So at the level of an operations manager, you are typically a leader of salaried employees or managers and responsible for a shift within the overall operation. If it's a larger scale business, or if it's a smaller scale business, you're responsible for logistics, operations, procurement, budget, everything involved in running that particular business. And you're also responsible for developing entry-level managers and indirectly any assistants that then report to them. In fulfillment, it typically means that there are several departments that report to you and several managers and teams in those departments that are now reporting to you for guidance and leadership.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's awesome. So what's your typical day as an operation manager?
A typical day as an operations manager is honestly anything but. So as a senior operations manager, my activities include capacity planning, data deep dives on prior performance, development activities for my operations managers, driving multiple team performances, leading or sponsoring continuous improvement activities, engaging my team at all levels. And so, which on any day, it could mean that I'm leading a regional meeting where I have my directors, presidents, and VPs, or I could be wearing the Explorer costume in the office. And so from day to day, you are essentially, as an operations manager, you are forecasting your production capacity against your network promise. So this means that you're going to be challenging your team to perform above and beyond their previous performance. It'll also include identifying any risk to meeting your goals for the day, establishing goals and determining how you're going to overcome that risk. For an operations manager that's leading a particular shift, their day typically starts with an on-site meeting where they've already reviewed prior to that what their goals are and how the previous shift performed. They check in with their shift leaders and they meet with all of their department heads at one time to really set the pace for the day and what the goals are. Their salaried managers then take that information and cascade it to their teams, where they're giving each department their goals for the day and challenging them to perform.
Mm-hmm. That's like a very intense role. So I'm sure there must be some fun aspect in your job position as well. So what's the most fun part of your job?
Honestly, the most fun, especially when it comes to having worked for Amazon, is really being able to have the freedom to create. So prior to even fulfillment, I worked in education, which meant I had a chance to really let go of ego and build opportunities with my teachers, with my students, and really have fun in the workplace. In Amazon, it means that I've hosted poker events for my team. I've built houses with my managers, and I've even worn tutus with my team at work. And so really having a chance to sort of let go of that ego and let go of that view of you as a manager and being stiff and being able to have a good time and work beside your team. So we've done everything from warm-up dances and flash mobs in our building to wearing mustaches for Movember.